Hey there crew, welcome back to the channel. It's an absolute pleasure to see your faces back here today as the sun sets over the beautiful Lake Moala. And I guess today I just wanted to start off the video, even though it's the evening. I wanted to start off because I'm doing something today, or I'm doing something from today that I've never done before. And I thought it would be a good place to start getting back into the videos as well. So I have wanted for the longest time to shoot on film, and today is the beginning of that. So I've borrowed my dad's Pentax MV1, a semi-automatic film camera, so it's shutter priority, so it picks the shutter itself, but the aperture I get to decide. And I went and bought some film today, so tomorrow I'm going to go on a drive, and that's what today's video is going to be about. We're going to be going out. I haven't fully decided on a location yet, but we're going to get out, we're going to shoot some film, and I will wait until I get the results of that film, because I don't even know if this camera, if this little MV1 is even any good anymore. I don't know if the seals in it are good, so if I take some shots, it could be like Lake City, but I do have 6 rolls of film, and I have 2 days off ahead of me to shoot with it. So I'm going to get myself off this precarious little ledge and we'll cut across to the morning. We are in Finley currently, which is country New South Wales, and my plans for this morning went completely wrong. I completely overslept my alarms, and my whole plan for today was to go up to the mountains and shoot something up there, but instead I've just decided to hit the road and kind of explore and just drive and stop and see sights as I go. So as I was coming into country town Finley, I saw the Finley Pioneer Railway Station, which is behind me, but I actually spotted one of the old station cart, railway cart things. So I think that'll look pretty cool on film, so I'm going to start by getting some shots of that. So let's do it. So the sun is up there and it is incredibly harsh light, but unfortunately in these situations when you're traveling and you come across something like this, there's not really much you can do. You just have to stop, get what you can, and then get on the road. So I will grab the film camera out in a second. Now I've got my B-roll tastiness, and we'll see what happens with the film when it comes in. I'll throw the photo up in this video, and yeah, hopefully it turns out cool, because I think this spot's pretty cool. And then we'll get back on the road and see where it takes us next. So just a quick stop by the side of the road. I've been wanting to do something with a cornfield or a big wheat field or whatever for a long time, but this one doesn't quite fulfill the needs of the idea that I have in my head. So I'm not going to grab the film camera out here, but I did think it would be cool to grab the drone out and maybe get some shots running along the top of the corn and stuff. So let's do that, and then we'll keep heading in that direction, which is Jerilderie and onwards.
Hey, it's amazing the subtle games that you are playing, and you don't even know I exist, but you have got add me on your hit list. Hey, you're Gasparin, girl, you are sexual and bad. And now you got this on your conscience, because now I'm unresponsive.
So after a good few couple hours of driving, I have made it to Yenda, I think it is, outskirts of Griffith. It's one of the villages around Griffith, and as I was travelling up towards the ranges, which are out in this direction, which you probably can't see very well, but as I was heading there, I saw this. Now I just got a film shot of it, and I got some digital shots of it as well, because the burnt out car looked pretty cool, I thought. So I did just quickly stop to get the shots of that. Now I'm going to continue on because the sun is setting pretty quickly now. I've been in the car for a couple of hours and I definitely don't want to miss an overview sunset. And the flies are terrible here. But yeah, we'll try and get a viewpoint from up there. I know there is a look at back towards Griffith, but this seems pretty cool. And I love the way that the soil has changed to a more reddy colour. You can kind of tell that everything's starting to change in terms of like the scenery and that. About half an hour to an hour ago, I think the land started to change. So that's really cool. I'll get some more dope B-roll of this burnt out car very quickly, and we'll throw together a cinematic sequence of that, and then we'll get on the road up to greater heights.
Every brush of your curves is the air I breathe. You speak, I am listening. Sweat rolls, girl, you're glistening. Slow-mo, pull me into the light, the light. There are people watching us, wishing they were obvious, instead of giving into the fright, the fright.
Hey there crew, welcome back to the studio, my little home-based studio, which is pretty rough at the moment, but it is about 2 weeks after all the events that you've just seen, and I've just received a message to say that my film has been processed, and they've sent me the photos, and I haven't even looked at them yet. I've held off, I've got the camera out, I've set it up and talked to you guys, because I kind of wanted to do my reactions to the film after that trip and everything, and waiting the 2 weeks to get the film back. I have no idea if the camera was any good. I have no idea about anything or how the photos have even turned out. So rather than put them into the actual video, as I said, I think at the start 2 weeks ago when I was filming that I was going to throw them up as I went, as you'll have noticed, I haven't done that, and that's because I thought it would be nicer to sit here and react to the photos as my initial reactions, and I'll put them on the screen as we go through, because I think that's going to be fun. So let's do it. For the first time, I've opened the folder, and surprisingly I can only see like the little thumbnails. You can't see that because it's too bright, but I can only see the thumbnails at this point, but the exposures are looking like I can make out pretty clearly nearly every photo that I've shot, what they are. That's pretty impressive. I'm pretty happy with that. That's cool. So the first photo, light leak city, absolutely burnt out half of it, but that was an initial photo from when I loaded the film, so I expected at least the first few pieces, the first few shots to possibly be blown out or burnt. The second shot of Lake Mulwala. I say Mulwala, it's Mulwala. So please forgive me if you have any idea how the name's actually said, because I can't say it properly. There is a little bit of a light leak in this one down in the left-hand corner, but I really like the soft tones of the sunset, and I like the framing of the tree down the right-hand side. And yeah, I actually really like that shot. That's turned out pretty cool. On to the next one, which was from the actual train shoot. And it's just, for somebody who's just picked up a film camera, and I know that I have experience with an actual camera, like a digital camera, I shouldn't say an actual camera, but like I have a fair bit of experience with photo and video work. But to just pick up a film camera and to really just run and gun, it's very impressive that that camera picked the shutter so well to develop the photos so well. The next photo, I like that the foreground is out of focus, which is cool. And it makes, for some reason, the actual structure and the cart seem, but again, I really like the colors. For my first roll of film, I'm pretty impressed. The next photo was on the highway, on the road after the Finley stop. And now look, I wish I'd kind of had a more zoomed in lens, I guess, or maybe even just a higher location. I was in the back of my ute taking this shot, but I really feel like I could have made, it doesn't look like what I saw in terms of my eyes perceived that shot differently. The structure is a lot smaller in the shot than I wanted, and the way the light was bouncing off it was much more impressive in person. But I mean, none of these shots are bad. I actually thought this was going to be a complete train wreck and that the photos were going to be terrible. So I'm actually really impressed. I'm really enjoying this film. The car. Now the car, I thought that would look sick, and I literally, before I even started to film the vlog part of this burnt out car, the first thing I did was grab the film camera and snap a shot of it, and that is everything I could have asked for. Like, I love the film texture, and I love the greens, I love the colors, and the strong, like the red of the dirt, and then the green, the paler green, and then just the contrast of the burnt out car to that is so good. Oh, I could not be happier with these shots. Like, considering I just jumped in a car with my first roll of film, and I did only shoot one roll of film, and along the process I found that film really restricted me in terms of how many shots I was taking. Like, I got back from that trip and I bought 6 rolls of film because I'm like, I'm going to burn through these. And I got back from that trip and I still had quite a lot of film left on the roll. I hadn't used anywhere near what I thought I was going to, even of one roll. So yeah, that is the photos. I am super impressed. I'm going to be shooting the other 5 rolls of film now, because now I know that the camera is good and that the photos have turned out really well. I will continue to shoot on film because this has been a great success, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm sorry for rambling at the end there and kind of the cinematic vlog style ending and just becoming this sit down and chat, but I did want to react, and I don't overly react to things, so I hope that this wasn't too boring for you, but I thoroughly enjoyed shooting this and shooting on the film, and yeah, let's look forward to some more creative things in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment if you have any ideas or thoughts or feelings about what you've seen, or if you're shooting film yourself, let me know. Maybe I'll go shoot film with you sometime. So adios guys, it's a pleasure. See you next time. Boom!